say that the handouts that I gave you are all from recycled paper. This is all in connection to the project. It's about Earth Hour. So first I would like to ask you, can somebody tell me what Earth Hour is? Anybody?
I think the whole world ships turns off the electricity for now.
And what do you think is the reason for that?
To save the environment.
Exactly. Okay. So I made like a small present for the person who answers the question.
Nothing, like if they turn it
It's
off
a
or
life-saving, energy-saving light bulb, so you can use it for power. Okay. So yeah, as you said, you're correct. So what is Earth Hour? This is the largest global change initiative ever created. It's probably the biggest climate change project yet so far. It started from Australia and it developed to 128 countries so far. And more and more people start participating. So in 2010, over 100 million people participated. It is created by WWF, which is the World Wildlife Fund, and more about the organization. It's an NGO, which is a non-governmental organization, and it is in over 100 countries. It has over 4,000 employees and many supporters. Even Earth Hour is supported by many organizations. And probably one of the biggest issues that WWF faces is the fact that industries have so many more contacts rather than NGOs. For example, for every one WWF contact or any other NGO contact, there will be probably 20 contacts of industries in important dossiers. So that's why they have to fight harder and harder to, for their causes. And the other thing is that parliaments, since 2004 especially, are very economically orientated rather than ecology, because profits make importance. So I will make a brief introduction of the history. So the idea came in 2004 when Australia, the WWF organization, decided to try to make a difference, to make some projects so they can make people act in a different way, because they received some scientific data that show that climate changes are really, really bad. So they hired a really famous advertising agency called Leo Buritt, and they tried to think of a really major project that will persuade people to act more environment friendly. So in 2005, the Big Flick was created, which was the first project. It was in Australia only, and it was a major switch off of the power. But then in 2006, they decided they're going to go more global, so they changed it to Earth Hour because it's for the whole world, not only for Australia. In 2007 was the first Earth Hour, which was again unfortunately only in Australia. But over 2 million people participated and over 2,000 businesses as well. So people became more and more aware, and actually it was then when they made it as a national event in Australia. So it's almost as compulsory for Aussies to turn off their power on the day. Also a really major influence made Al Gore with his movie, probably some of you have heard it, The Inconvenient Truth. It sort of lightens all of the people about the climate change and global warming. So more people became aware, and also this project. And in 2007, was the first Earth Hour, and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change sent a report which had all the data for the rising temperatures and everything. So and in 2008, already 5 countries participated. And in 2009, even more, that's when they invented as well the global vote, which was to persuade people to choose global warming or Earth. So I guess you can imagine what people would choose. But the interesting thing about that was that there was created a sphere, which was called People's Orb, and it's a hard drive of 350 gigabytes, which contained all type of data, videos, documents, pictures of different people, from politicians to rock stars, who represent their own opinions about the global warming. Yeah, and as I said, in 2010 was the biggest event so far. Over 128 countries participated, in every continent, even Antarctica. And as you can see, really famous monuments also were switched their power off. Antarctica and Big Ben, India, Russia, Mexico, Egypt, and many more for that matter. And it's yet to come. 2011 is going to be the next Earth Hour. So maybe I can show a preview. I have a, maybe I can turn this shorter version.
It is within our reach to make a difference. Hundreds of millions of people, thousands of cities and towns on every continent will speak out with one voice.
Okay. So I think it's very intuitive. So why should you participate? Well, all in all, you are the voice of the future. No one can make it by their own. As it is said, united we stand, divided we fall. So it is something to unite people, to make personal act to participate, to show that we care about Earth, that we don't use Earth only for its resources, but also that we could contribute. So we can make a difference. So you might ask yourselves, what am I going to do for 1 hour? It sounds so boring, but it's not true. There are many activities that you can think of, like a candlelight dinner, make a romantic dinner, or play dark room, which is like hide and seek, but everybody hides in a dark room and somebody goes out of the room and then looks for the people. Or if you have a tent, you can camp in the living room, or draw some paintings with your family and then see what you've drawn. Or stargaze. You can think of many things. Just use your creativity. Or my favorite, you can throw a nice party. So if you join Earth Hour, you really can make a difference. Thank you. Any questions?
This Earth Hour is just for an hour for a whole year, right?
Yes.
But why not?
It will be on 26th of March.
Why not like a week or something? I mean,
like a week without power, because as people will participate, not many people.
Exactly. I mean, if people want to protect the Earth so much, why can't they sacrifice?
Because this way, more people will participate. More people are willing to turn off their power for 1 hour.
But what is 1 hour?
Well, it's something. It's not just about switching off power. It's about showing how many people can unite and they can do something together. That we have the power of changing the world.
Yeah, but I mean,
to create awareness about the. To also create awareness.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think really an hour could really make much of a difference. I mean, we have 365 days in a year and 24 hours in a day, and just 1 hour in a whole year. It's like,
you first make small steps, then you make larger steps. First you should unite the people, and then make a difference.
hopefully.
Yeah. Because another thing is that, I don't know if you know, but people use about 2.5 of the resources that we actually have, and that's mainly in Europe and States. And even, yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a picture, but if you see at night, only Europe and the States are really, really bright. All the way down, it's complete darkness. So we're the ones here that cause this. So these countries, yeah, it's no 7 continents, but it's mainly towards people on the richer continents. Because these are the ones that don't care really, and the other ones are just don't have power.
Well, I had power and I still have my opinion.
Uh,
I don't think that doesn't make a difference just 1 hour.
Well,
Or I mean, at least a day out.
yes. Yeah, but actually what I said, People's Org,
You were
which
next.
was this
You're up.
sphere, it gathered all of people's opinions, and this was taken from Australia, from Sydney, to Copenhagen, where was held the conference, Copenhagen. And it really made a difference because actually, I don't know if you know, the meeting in Copenhagen was created by the UN, which was influenced by WWF. So this
But
is
does
called
Shell
actually Earth
close
Hour.
down?
Excuse me?
Does Shell close down too? Shell, the company.
Shell.
Does it close down too?
Does it close down?
Yeah. Not close down, I mean like shut its power for an hour.
What connection is this?
No, because I mean like it's still a company, it's still a factory, it's still like contributing to the
course.
global warming. My father used to work in.
turn off Shell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
but
that's what I said at first, if you listen. Like for one NGO, there are like 20 industries, and they're much more powerful, and that's why they're making all these projects, Andrew, so they can unite and show people that it's not all about money, because this is the way the world, some people think it works. So.
I think it's a good idea to make people participate and to really engage them in something, only if it's for 1 hour. I think it's a beginning of maybe something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
Is it actually at the same time all over the world?
Yeah.
Could you see there any difference in the in the amount of electricity we normally use? Like, could you see like worldwide that it went down?
Yeah, of course. I had some pictures actually. It's before and after. Yeah, you can see here. Like this is before, after, before, after. So you can really see a difference. Yeah, people do it, and this year thousands of millions of people participated. So. Yeah. Any other